It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Our game tonight featuring the New York Knicks as they go up against the Golden State Warriors. Well, for Golden State, the results have been excellent for them over the first half of the season. And it has to be said, they're not showing any signs of slowing down anytime soon. Guys, we know about the accolades Steph Curry has received as a player, the MVPs, becoming one of the most widely recognized faces in the NBA. But you have to credit him for just how far he's come since he came into the league, Shaq.
You know what? One of the hardest workers in the game, improves on something every season. And Ernie added a new shimmy to his game after he hits big shots. A little shimmy, Ernie.
You know
I'm
what?
telling you now.
I like the shimmy, Shaq, but I think he came in as a shooter, Ernie, and then all of a sudden now he's become more of an all-around player. But I think the biggest improvement in is his body. He's now, at one time, was thought of as injury-prone, and now not at all, because I think that's the work ethic that he has in the summertime.
Can you do the shimmy, Shaq?
Do it with me, Ernie. Oh, nice,
hey,
Ernie.
hey,
Nice,
hey.
Ernie.
You know what?
It's like driving a bus, Ernie. It's like driving a bus.
And you know, Kenny, he makes, you know, Curry?
What?
He makes it look
Effortless.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
And a stirring rendition of the Star-Spangled Banner by the terrific Linda Lynn, getting us ready for NBA basketball here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony from the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. The New York Knicks come into this one following a loss, guys, to the Lakers at the Staples Center.
Yeah, you're just not going to win many committing turnovers at the rate they did. That was just outrageous.
Well, and then to compound the problem, they failed to force mistakes with their defense. Just too much turnover differential.
And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Well, guys, Draymond Green's competitive fire is one of the big keys for the Warriors. He said, that's one of my biggest responsibilities, to be the vocal and emotional leader of this team. We have a lot of guys that are more on the quiet side. If nobody was willing to take that role, we'd just be a bunch of church mice. I thought, why not me? It's a natural for me anyway. Kevin?
He's the glue that holds the team together, D.A. Always important to have a guy who can fire up his teammates. And we're watching two very experienced veteran teams, Chris. We should be in for some high-level basketball.
Yeah, and just watch this game tonight. You're going to see coaches really trust their players. Coaches who do most of their coaching in practice and then trust the IQ of their players. Won't be a lot of play calling, a lot of free-flowing. Guys kind of knowing where to be on defense, a lot of communication on defense. This should be a fun one.
Ready, gentlemen? Ready?
And it's the Warriors to start out. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. Setting the floor for the Knicks. They've got Enes Kanter. Porzingis is out there with Hardaway. Then there's Emmanuel Mudiay. And it's Ntilikina in at the shooting guard position. The shot's good.
You got to get the rock to Cousins when he's in the post. A true bruiser who relishes opportunities near the bucket.
Outside, Porzingis. There's a screen by Kanter. Hardaway kicks to Porzingis. Great D that time from Green. Knicks on defense. Thompson outside. There's the dish to Cousins. It's Curry outside. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
No, he doesn't need much room. Steph there with the prime time facial.
The pass to Hardaway. To the inside, and Tanner throws it down.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. Screen by Cousins. Curry dishes to Cousins. Off target with the free throw line, Jay.
The defense is doing just enough to bother him from the jump.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
How about the concentration? He gets hit but stays with the play and gets the finish. And watching Porzingis play, you forget how tall he really is in terms of how he moves. Not only how quick he is, but also that skill set. Incredible that a player his size won the skills competition in last year's All-Star festivities.
And that is what fools a lot of NBA fans about Porzingis. Most of the highlights, Greg, you see are his blocks and putback dunks. But if you watch his game, you see that skill level.
It's rare to see a player who's the complete package like Porzingis. I mean, he's fluid. He's got the easy-looking shot. It almost looks like he's a guard shooting the basketball, comfortable creating for himself or playing off others.
Buries the long-range jumper.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Cousins, the pass to Durant. And Cousins kicks to Green. Porzingis with the block.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame.
Now here's Moutier. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. Porzingis kicks to Cantor. And Durant sends it back. And he gets it back. The shot's good from Cantor. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Curry with it. He's coming off a 16-point game against Houston. Thompson dishes to Cousins. Golden State moving it around. Shot clock at 6. On its way from Curry for 2. And again, it's the Warriors missing. And here are the Knicks. It's been 10 unanswered points. In the corner, Hardaway with it. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Durant. Just a moment to look back at how things were last season for this team as we look at the shot breakdown for the Warriors.
And the three-pointer was their preferred weapon. It can be a risky strategy, but it's one that more and more teams have embraced over the years.
Now here's Hardaway. He's coming off a 25-point game against the Lakers in Los Angeles.
And he also drew a lot of fouls, forcing the defense to react to his aggressive style of play.
And Tim Hardaway Jr., the son of a former all-star point guard. Junior, not maybe the same ball handler his father was, but he can sure fill it up. And I really feel like he's established his niche in the NBA.
And the first one at the line is good. And Hardaway Jr., a 6'6" shooting guard out of Michigan. Talk about his game a little bit for us, Greg. Analyze where he is.
Above average in terms of his athletic ability, improving defensively. And right now he's playing off the ball, whether spotting up or filling the lane. I think this guy's got a chance to be special. He's passionate, and boy, does he compete. And coming out of the offseason where the Knicks had a really long to-do list, you knew they were going to shake things up and made some moves in free agency and realized they needed to build around Porzingis going forward.
And change was needed badly for the Knicks, and they did that starting with the front office.
Yeah, Knicks fans can have a dire outlook at times, but the team still has a solid foundation. It will take some time for the team to become a true contender again, but having players not be at odds with the front office, definitely a good start.
And that one falls for DeMarcus Cousins.
And Cousins stands 6'11", 270 pounds. He plays the game with heart and passion.
Cantor with a screen on Thompson. Outside Hardaway. And he banks in the layup.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Well, that opening right there, that's just because the defense failed to rotate.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Green, the screen. Curry, pass it to Green. Back to Curry. There's the triple. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. 6 points for Steph Curry.
You know what? Teams are 100% focused on Steph defensively, yet he still creates space beyond the arc.
Moutier kicks to Porzingis. Here's Ntilikina. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Lakers. And it's Klay Thompson with the rebound. Launches a three. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Hardaway. It's stolen by Green. They push it up 4 on 3. Floats one. Here's Cousins. Tough possession there. They stayed with it, but they just couldn't make it.
Look, it hasn't happened yet, but he's got time to find his rhythm. And if he does, they can turn this thing around quick.
Moutier with the basket.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
It's Durant on the wing. The good-looking shot from the wing. Durant's got his first bucket of the night.
You must know that Durant is looking to score off the pass. He has such a quick trigger.
Here's Ntilikina. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
Well, no matter what, he's always going to be one of the most dangerous men on the court.
Moutier with the ball. Curry meets him. The shot's good from Ntilikina.
Ntilikina continues to impress from deep. He's definitely showing he's comfortable shooting it from beyond.
Now here's Curry. 6 points for him. He dishes it to Durant. Cousins with a screen on Hardaway. It's Durant with the drive. Got a hand on it. Porzingis kicks to Moutier. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And with Moutier, although he is a heavy rotation player, Greg, he is still somewhat of a project long term.
You know, it isn't always easy to be patient with Moutier, but that's what is needed. Slowly improving his efficiency, which is a big issue for him. And you can see the raw potential, but he has a lot of smaller things to clean up.
The free throw good from Moutier. Well, there are a lot of players who seemingly have ice in their veins when the game is on the line. They do not blink. When you think about those kind of players, who might be the most mentally tough in the league right now?
Well, it's so hard to tell who really is mentally tough because you don't know what these guys are thinking. But I know who looks like just cold stone, just merciless players out there, and that's Kawhi Leonard, because
Yes.
you never know. You know, Kawhi is a nice guy, but you know, he'll shoot a shot that'll end the game and then just give you such a cold look. And I think Isaiah Thomas is that way. I mean, I think so many players, of course, LeBron, Curry have been that way their whole career. But Kawhi Leonard seems to be that next coming of ice in his veins.
Here's Moutier following the basket by DeMarcus Cousins. Green against Porzingis. Lee outside. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Azania, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And checking out some stats for Thompson. He's been a factor for them over the last month. He's around 18 points per game, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Yeah, anytime this club needs a basket, he's their go-to guy. Just an irrepressible, prolific scorer.
That's good from Azania.
Well, in just a few years, it's safe to say Steve Kerr is one of the most respected coaches in the NBA.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. West is checked in for Green. Iguodala comes in for Kevin Durant. McCaw, he's checked in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry. And then for New York, Thomas checked in for Porzingis. And Trey Burke subbed in for Moutier. He's perfect from the line this time. And for Kerr, rare is it to see someone jumping from the commentator booth into being one of the top coaches in the NBA.
Well, we all knew that Steve had a great mind for basketball, so it isn't surprising to see his success. It's just rare to see a coach have this much success so quickly. I mean, it seems like he's making coaching look easy.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Now Burke. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. The drive by Lee. Here's Thomas. Lee kicks to Burke. Nailed from three-point land. And the Knicks lead by 7.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
To the paint. Here's Cousins. Got a piece of it. Right side, Lee. Bank shot, no good. Golden State's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. And a wide open look for Iguodala. The three-pointer, no good. Burke dishes to Vonleh. And stolen by Cousins. Here's McCaw. Offensive rebound.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
The Knicks leading by 5. Now here's Burke. Lee outside. Five to shoot. He feeds it to Thomas. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Cousins. Here's McCaw. He gets that one. McCaw has got his first basket of the night.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Thomas a screen. To the middle. Here's Burke. That shot off. So Golden State will take it the other way. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
Well, listen, I've seen worse performances offensively, but no doubt that group was inconsistent.
They would look like they had it figured out to take a couple bad shots and be right back to where they start.
6 on the shot clock. Screen by Cousins. Livingston. But they'll get another chance. Back to Cousins. Pass to McCaw. From deep. Vonleh with the rebound. The Knicks leading by 3. Courtney Lee is on the wing. Back to Burke. They set the pick. Lee outside. It's good. The assist that time from Burke. Lee's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Livingston kicks to Cousins. Out left to the wing. Inside. Shot's good from West. West has got his first points in this one.
Oh, and a nice look by Livingston, keeping his eyes up, locates the man.
Thomas a screen. Lee passes to Thomas. 1:24 left in the first quarter. And now here comes Iguodala leading the break.
He can get awful fancy when he wants to, and Iguodala wanted to that time. You fancy, huh?
That was a terrific replay brought to you by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Lee kicks to Burke. Pass to Thomas. West with some nice D. The Warriors trailing. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Over to the wing. Cousins, no one around him. Another shot. And the layup good by West. West has got his second bucket.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Vonleh kicks to Hazonia. There's a screen. Thomas dishes to Vonleh. It's rebounded by West. The Warriors shooting 45% from the floor since the game got underway. Iguodala outside. Feeds to West. He kicks to Livingston. Dishes to Cousins. Over Thomas. Cousins with another miss. DeMarcus Cousins, he's been the guy making things happen for the Golden State Warriors. He caused a lot of headaches with his defense that quarter, coming up with steals again and again. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And the basketball bloodlines of Klay Thompson. He tells us how his father and brother have become so involved with his success.
Dad always watches more film than me. And I watch film too. Not saying I don't. But they're both fans and they have a huge passion for the game. That's why they're still around it.
Yeah, you know, it's great to have that blend of support and competitiveness around you really your whole life.
Yeah, you can try to put a little something over on your coaches from time and again, even your teammates maybe, but family, they'll check you every time.
And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game, stats-wise?
I mean, an interesting first quarter. The pressure D seems to be causing a lot of turnover.
Well, that's what happens when you're aggressive on that end of the floor. They took a few chances and took control of the game.
Here are the 5 New York has to start here in the second. Lance Thomas out there with Hazonia. Then there's Vonleh. Then it's Lee. And it's Burke. And at the point, Livingston kicks it to West. All sorts of time. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
Look, he had all the time in the world to get the jumper off. Maybe it was too much time.
And Chris, as we know, the Warriors are expected to move over to a brand new arena in San Francisco in the upcoming years. Actually, ground broke in early 2017.
Well, it's always going to be the Bay Area's team, that's for sure. I've seen the renderings of the new stadium, and they look absolutely amazing. You just hope it keeps the same atmosphere and it allows the same fans to come.
Now, here's Burke, following the miss by David West. It's up a 3, and Hazonia gets it to go. Hazonia's got the lead up to 7 now for New York.
Fruitful possession, just doing what they can to extend the lead.
And that's what you have to do. Stay in the moment. Keep grinding.
Now, here's Livingston. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Picked by West. To halt the run. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
And this is where Livingston makes his money. Tremendous mid-range game.
The Knicks leading by 5. And here is Burke. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Oh, just a solid screen to free him up. Makes the layup possible.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
There's the pick. Livingston kicks to Iguodala. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Shoots. Thomas, no luck.
You can't be missing shots like that in the post. That'll get you a spot on the bench.
Here's McCall, covered by Lee. McCall kicks it to West. On the wing, Iguodala. That one misses, and New York will come the other way. The drive by Lee. This one on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here. And looking at the career of Courtney Lee, you know, has hopped around from team to team a bunch of times and always a valued teammate, but just hadn't stayed on one team for very long.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Draymond Green, he's checked in for West. Kevin Durant comes in for Andre Iguodala. Thompson, he's checked in for Patrick McCall. And Steph Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. A free throw drops for Lee. And with Lee, you know exactly what you're going to get with this defense and shooting.
And Lee is always going to be a wanted commodity. His ability to defend and shoot aren't easy to find, and you just hope he's able to kind of settle into a long-term situation.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Guys, Kevin Durant is a unique player. LeBron James said he's a 7-footer with 6-foot ball handling skills, a jump shot, and athleticism. It's never been done in our league. Never had a guy that's 7 foot and can do all that, so it sets him apart. Kevin, I'm 6 feet tall, and I can broadcast.
You can, and you can write, and by the way, you're in the Hall of Fame. D.A., thank you. Moutier, offensive rebound. Cantor kicks to Hardaway. There's a screen by Cantor. Hardaway passes to Cantor. Nice D from Durant.
The active defense making things very hard on him as he goes in for the layup.
On its way from Curry for 2, and the shot no good, a bit short. New York leading by 7. Outside Hardaway. Great D that time from Durant.
Thought he was going to be able to take advantage of the D there. He had the space.
And play stops as it looks like they call an over the back here.
And you can live with those over the back calls sometimes because at least it's an effort play.
I can't say he wasn't going all out, but he's clearly out of position.
New York's gone a terrific 5 of 6 from beyond the arc in this game. There's a screen by Cantor. Here's Ntilikina. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And Frank Ntilikina out of France, played pro ball in Germany, and a lot of fans in the U.S. might not be as familiar with him, but for NBA execs and scouts, that's their job. Ntilikina has a game worthy of their attention.
First free throw is good. In a draft stocked with point guards, Ntilikina's court vision, Greg, might be the best of them all.
I mean, he's a true pure point guard. At the same time, a good shooter. The length to defend wings, so that versatility makes him one of the more valuable prospects.
He's perfect from the line this time.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Curry with it. He has 6. Another miss by Curry.
Well, it appears as though he has lost his touch a little after connecting on 2 in the first quarter.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. It's rebounded by New York.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Moutier, and there it is for him. Moutier's got 6.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Curry. His scoring totals are something to take note of. He's averaging over 19 points a game. As competitive a guy as Draymond Green is, sometimes he can get in his own way. There's no doubt about that. Not entirely his fault. The calls don't seem to fall in his favor a lot because he is so physical, and perhaps, Chris, because of his reputation. We don't even need to go into his natural shooting motion.
Yeah, you mean with the leg, but with Draymond, that just comes with the territory. He presses buttons of refs and opposing players, and sometimes with the fans. Yeah, he'll lose out on calls, but at the end of the day, he's a guy that everybody in the league hates, but will want on their team.
And he makes the first.
Just the ultimate glue guy. Green's strongest asset may be his ability to contribute across the board.
And both free throws good for Green. And Chris, as your career progressed, your free throw shooting percentage jumped up about 20 points higher than when you started. That's not the case for a lot of players. Just how hard is it for a big man to improve their free throw shooting throughout their career?
Okay, that's probably one of the things I'm proudest of, is that I have a record from going from worst to that best improvement, and I worked out hard. I had a shooting coach, Buzz. We worked out every summer. I would take him everywhere with me, Kev.
Really?
I would take this guy to the club, to church, to a restaurant, he'd have to wait outside the bathroom. Everywhere I went that summer, I wanted him, with me, because you have to focus and concentrate on it. You think about it, you have to change not only your mental habits, your repetition, but your thought process. So step 1 is figuring out that shot. Step 2 is how many repetitions. Step 3 is, can you get that in game time atmosphere? And you really can't unless you punish yourself in the summer with running. So if you have to do a suicide every one you miss, or it just was just so much work and intensity on it, because you have to build up so much trust. Because the reason why guys shoot bad free throws, they don't trust it. They shoot a different way every time. And it was fun becoming better at that, but, that's probably one of the toughest things I've ever done, was get better at shooting free throws, because the concentration and the time allowed it to try to improve.
Yeah, and his shot selection, iffy at best tonight. A lot of forced, contested shots this game. He'll be lucky if he just gets a talking to here instead of a ticket to the bench.
Thompson is double.
Hey, close on Curry. Come on, shoot.
Here's Curry. 6 points for him. Five on the clock. Pass to Looney. Great D that time from Hardaway.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Goes up the baseline. It's Curry. That time on the assist by Thompson. 8 points for Steph Curry.
And Curry making his presence felt on D with the steal leading to the break. He finds ways to impact games with far more than just his shooting.
Now here's Porzingis. He's got 6, and Durant sends it back. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for the Warriors. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cousins. Teams value the three so much nowadays. Let's check out the best at it. Second, the Warriors.
No doubt they have snipers on that roster, that's for sure. It's been a terrific year for them from beyond the arc.
Here's Hardaway.
And after that solid opening quarter, you can see now he is definitely starting to cool off.
Green, no luck.
Yeah, that's just poor decision making. He's got to be better in those situations.
Well, I'd love to hear his explanation to coach right there. I mean, that should be an interesting conversation.
Warriors trail by 11. Curry kicks to Green. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Porzingis.
Good recognition by Draymond. I mean, he sees that he has the defender right where he wants him. All she wrote.
Well, you hear the term coach on the floor often, but it's usually reserved for point guards, but Draymond Green deserves that title too. He's the general for this team when calling out defensive plays and assignments. I mean, Draymond essentially just helps run the team's defense every trip down the floor.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. And with Draymond, a lot of guys can just bark out stuff on defense. But you know what? He studies the opposition. He watches a lot of tape, and really he is so prepared, Chris, going into a game.
Well, you don't get considered to be one of the best defenders in the league without working like Draymond. I mean, he'll break down film on specific players to learn their tendencies. If you miss an assignment, he'll get right in your face about it, regardless of who you are.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
The pass to Porzingis. And Cantor now top the key. Hardaway dishes to Moutier. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Hardaway. Moutier's got 7 now in this quarter.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Here's Cousins. Porzingis with the steal. Hardaway against Durant. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds to the Knicks as New York retains possession. And a look now at the various locations of the shots taken so far for Cousins.
Right now, after looking at that chart, you pretty much can just jog down the court. He gets it in the paint. That just time and time again, he's worked his way in close and made a shot over a defender or found another way to convert. Just great stuff coming from him thus far.
And the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. That's his first foul. Warriors trail by 12. Now Thompson. He has 5. Screen by Cousins. Curry passes to Green. Curry kicks to Thompson. And it's Thompson with the jam.
I mean, you have to love the awareness of Curry's sick look to find an open teammate.
The Knicks leading by 10. Now here's Moutier. He's got 11. Porzingis can't hit. Durant up top, guarded by Hardaway. Thompson for the triple. Rebounded by Hardaway. New York's gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. To the inside, here's Cantor. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Hardaway. Hardaway has got his 5th assist in this one. There's the steal. Here's Ntilikina. He's covered by Thompson. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. And it goes on Draymond Green. The Knicks haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10. And that one falls for Ntilikina. And Chris, you were the #1 overall draft pick back in 1993. We've seen a lot of greats taken with that pick, but it also seems that those #1 picks who aren't as successful face a lot of pressure, a lot of criticism. There's a lot on your plate to handle. Can you talk about that for us?
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure for some players being the #1 pick. But I've always laughed and I've thought about, players that maybe people say maybe they were a bust, maybe this player wasn't good. Well, I think you should go back and look at the GM that picked him. I mean, the GM is the guy that assesses talent, So when there were a few players that were picked #1, and many players said, "What are you doing? We've played against him. We would never pick him #1." So before that, I think the NBA is about opportunity and situation. Look at a guy like Chauncey Billups. He went to Boston. He didn't do well at Boston. They called him a malcontent, said he couldn't play, and then he ended up being one of the best leaders that the game had. And so this game is all about situation and opportunity. Can you find the right fit? That's why if you're a player, you can't let frustration get to you. You have to continue to work hard, continue to prove your game, because when you play, you're auditioning for the other teams in the league as well. They're saying, wait a minute, we see his unique talent, skills, and we see his unique skill set, and we could use him. And so many times you just have to wait for the right position in the right situation.
And when you take a look at that shot chart, the amount of misses lately, really unbelievable.
Man, this is a joke, right? I mean, there's been some glimpses of hope, but they've been few and far between.
Different look here for the Warriors. David West, he's checked in for Draymond Green. Iguodala comes in for Kevin Durant. McCaw, he's checked in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Noah Vonleh, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Thomas comes in for Porzingis. Mario Hezonja's checked in for Hardaway. And Lee's subbed in for Ntilikina.
He had 1 3-pointer in the first, but still searching for that second.
Here's McCaw, covered by Lee. Tries again, and it's good on the lay-in. McCaw has got his second bucket tonight.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Burke kicks to Lee. Picked by Lee. Here's Hezonja, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Out to the right wing. Now here's Livingston. Burke covering. 13 feet away. Cousins on the follow. Cousins has got 13.
Great hustle from Cousins there. He never stops working on that offensive glass.
There's the pick. Here's Burke. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two. And Trey Burke, a player who had a promising first few years in the NBA, Chris, as a point guard, but has since kind of fallen out of favor.
I always loved cheering for Trey Burke. I mean, he needs to refine his game and take better care of the ball, but some say he seemingly regressed since his rookie year.
And that one falls for Burke. And Chris, you were only briefly with the Warriors at the start and the end of your career, but you had plenty of big moments with that club. Any stand out to you as a favorite?
Oh, well, I think the playoffs, you know, almost averaging a triple-double in the playoffs, for me, it was something very special. You know, going behind the back on my good friend Sir Charles, of course, is one of the first experiences I had there, and also my first NBA game. I mean, being in front of those crazy fans in Oakland, that atmosphere is unlike any other, and jump ball and winning and scoring my first bucket. You know, so many special moments there. Rookie of the Year, being awarded that with my father at center court there at that arena is something I'll never forget.
Here's Hezonja. He's covered by Iguodala. And two free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. They get Andre Iguodala.
Shooting two, gentlemen.
The first free throw is good. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Warriors trail by 14. Here's McCaw. The shot's good on the assist by Iguodala. McCaw has got 6 points.
Oh, and with the fast eyes, Iguodala finding the open man.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Here's Burke. An easy layup after coming off the pick. And the Knicks lead by 14.
He's been in control here tonight, helping them get in front with his work from the field.
Livingston kicks to Iguodala, and it's a defensive 3-second violation. The Warriors shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
One shot.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. And Cousins kicks to Livingston. Pass to McCaw. And Courtney Lee gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Just 4 seconds left here in the second. Good. McCaw has got 6 here in this quarter.
Oh, and making that extra pass, Iguodala committed to running the offense there.
And so it's New York holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Steph, you know you're #1 in the defensive scouting report. How do you counteract that?
I just got to slow down. I mean, we're playing good defense, trying to trap the ball screens and take them out the three-point line. But, you know, just got to be aggressive, keep getting shots up, making the right plays, and no turnaround.
We'll see what you do in the second half. Thanks, Steph. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
The first half in the books. This is Ernie Johnson. This is Shaquille O'Neal. This is Ken Smith. Welcome back.
Ken,
as we break down the action. For the Knicks, the first quarter was pretty even. They never dug too deep a hole for themselves in the first period. The most they trailed by was 5. They're in a terrific position now thanks to their flawless execution in the second quarter. Some excellent work offensively now has them up 11 at the break. Hey, big fella, what's your take on New York so far?
Well, the perimeter shooting is the reason they're ahead. I think we'll probably see more of that in the second half, especially if they can stay hot. Man, that's so hot, I got to take my suit off.
And over to Kenny now. How'd you think the Warriors were playing?
well, it's good to be physical, but there's a line that you don't want to cross. You can't constantly give up free throw chances by fouling guys too aggressively. You have to get back in this game by staying poised, smart, and avoid fouling.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first two quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. You look at DeMarcus Cousins in this game, he has been everywhere.
His points production thus far off the charts. It's only been 2 quarters, just a great effort for him for the entire half.
Yeah, right. I mean, the defense hasn't had an answer for this guy yet. Just too skilled, too driven thus far.
And here's Moutier. Durant and Draymond Green, talented forward duo. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Clay in the backcourt. And it's Cousins in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. Clock at 6. He got right to the cup using that screen. Hardaway has got his team on the board first here in the second half for New York. Screen by Cousins. Over Porzingis. No good from Cousins.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Moutier. that one wide left. Warriors trail by 13. Right side Durant. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 3rd assist on the night.
This is what you like about Thompson, a shoot-first guy who's willing to make that extra pass.
Here's Ntilikina. Outside Hardaway. Cantor sets the pick for Hardaway. And he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot. Hardaway has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Oh, just a brick wall of a screen. Knocks the defender out of the play.
Thompson left side. Knicks with the rebound. Cantor's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
The advanced in-between games. Just another thing that makes Thompson so dangerous.
Now here's Porzingis. He's got 6. Here's Ntilikina. Back to Porzingis. Misses the 3. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Here's Curry, again, Golden State.
Oh, and that's money. He makes from out beyond the arc. Curry is just as deadly from mid-range.
Here's Ntilikina. 8 points for him. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Ntilikina's got 10.
That's the way to attack. Get it into the post and go to work.
Warriors trail by 10. Curry kicks to Green. Lobbed up there for Durant. And Kevin Durant with the slam.
And Durant gives you such a huge target on alley-oops. I mean, he can go up and grab anything as long as it's in the general direction of the rim.
It was beautiful the first time, but Under Armour showing us the replay of that tremendous alley-oop again. Another unleash chaos moment. Now here is Hardaway. 10 points for him. And Cantor wide open. He shoots. Out to the right wing. No good from outside. The Warriors have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the 3rd. Durant kicks to Cousins. The 11-footer. And no good. Trying to use the glass. There's the feed to Curry. The basket good off the assist from Durant. And now just a 5-point Knicks lead.
And you can sense things now starting to tighten up. Their offense has become unstoppable.
This is a beautiful thing. They are really playing to the maximum potential of their abilities right now on offense. A scary place to be in if you're the D.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Now here's Curry. Not a lot of room. Knicks with the rebound. Porzingis has got his 3rd rebound on the night. Durant with the steal. Now the Warriors moving it up. Curry with a wide open look. Hits the front of the rim and out. New York leading by 7. Moutier kicks to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
And hammering down the 2-hand slam. Thompson dishes to Curry. Kicks it to Cousins. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Here's Ntilikina. He's covered by Thompson. Ntilikina can't hit. Well, one book that is out on Curry is that you can body him and knock him around off the ball. Chris, a lot of teams feel that if you can beat him up as he comes off a screen, he'll be far less productive. What do you think?
Well, whether it's true, not true, fair or unfair, Curry's definitely getting banged around off there. If you watch him off the ball in some games, he gets grabs, push, pull, you name it.
The Warriors shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. First free throw is good. And when you watch Kevin Durant, perhaps the most astounding thing about him, C-Web, is just how easy he puts up points. He does it in a number of ways, and sometimes it's quiet, and sometimes it's gigantic and loud. But, you know, Chris, the points are always there for him.
Well, look, he's going to go down as one of the best scorers ever to play. I mean, it's kind of strange to say that Durant gets overlooked in his ability to score by some. But I'm not sure if we'll ever see another player like Durant for quite some time.
Now, here's Moutier, 11 points in the game. They set the screen. Pass to Ntilikina. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway. Hardaway has got 6 assists now in the game.
And he is starting to warm up. Ntilikina has a ton of tools in his arsenal. He can score from just about anywhere on the floor.
Timeout called the Warriors. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Knicks team.
Yeah, an interconference matchup, and these are two teams at different ends of the spectrum as far as the talent is concerned. All right, a moment to check out stats for Durant. The past month has been surreal. First in free throw percentage, 11th in field goal percentage, and he sits in the top 15 in points per game. An absolute powerhouse offensively.
And it's nice when you have the NBA's best free throw shooter just keep the ball in his hands in clutch situations. He's been completely automatic this season. Just 5 on the clock. Lets it go from 14, and the jumper falls for him. Durant's got 9 points now in just the second half. The Knicks leading by 8. Hardaway is screen on Durant. The dish now to Hardaway. There's a screen by Cantor. Pass to Porzingis. It's deflected.
It hasn't been his best this quarter.
Now the Warriors moving it up. Curry leading the charge. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. New York's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Cantor sets the pick for Moutier. Cantor, high post. Out to Hardaway. And it's off from three-point range. Durant in the corner. They get it back. Curry, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. Curry's got 7 now in this quarter.
Oh, man, the sneaky rebounder. Curry can surprise you on the offensive glass.
Sinks it, and the shot from Porzingis. And the Knicks lead by 8.
Once he gets open on the low block, it's just a matter of getting him the ball.
Warriors have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. Curry passes to Durant. Over Hardaway. Bank shot, no good. New York's gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. Here's Moutier, and he lays it straight in. And it's a 10-point Knicks lead.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Green with a screen for Curry. Curry with another miss. New York shooting 47% from the field in the third. Screen by Porzingis. Pass to Ntilikina. Some nice passing by New York here. 6 to shoot. On the wing, Hardaway. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
They haven't been able to count on his scoring tonight, but still, here they are in the lead.
And again, no good by Golden State. The Knicks leading by 10. Here's Cantor. That one rolling around and rims out.
That's a great job to converge on him inside and prevent that easy look.
Curry can't get it to go. New York shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that. Here's Ntilikina. 13 points in the game. Here's Cantor. Green with the block.
And there's the standout D of Green again. Excellent at utilizing his length to turn away shots.
Now here's Moutier, guarded by Curry. And Steph Curry with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Different look here for the Warriors. David West, he's checked in for Green. Iguodala comes in for Kevin Durant. McCaw, he's checked in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry. Lee with the ball. 8 points for him. He dishes it to Burke. Just 5 to shoot. Outside for Thomas. Here's McCall. 8 points for him. Good on the shot. New York leading by 8. Hezonja kicks to Lee. He feeds it to Vonleh. Now here's Lee. Defense right on him. And the call will be against Sean Livingston. That's foul number 2 for him. And the call will be against Sean Livingston. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. To the right side. There's Lee with the 3. And no good that time. The Warriors go the other way with it. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thomas. Here's McCaw, and he uses the glass on the layup. McCaw has got 4 points now in the quarter. The Knicks leading by 6. Now Burke, 11 points in the game. Feeds it to Vonleh. Over West, so he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
First one falls for him. Second free throw, no good. It's tipped, and that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. And a moment here to look at where the shots have been coming from for the Warriors.
And when you look at this shot chart, you get a good visual of just how often they are settling for something outside. They have to know that this defense wants them to take those kinds of shots, and they would be a lot better off if they recommit to attacking the basket.
Warriors trail by 7. Here's Livingston. It's rebounded by Vonleh. Vonleh's got his 4th rebound in this one. And Thomas, here we go. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Now let's take a moment to see the teams that lead the league in field goal percentage. The Warriors, number 1.
Are just tremendously disciplined offensively, always looking for the best possible shot. That's how they've gotten that field goal percentage to skyrocket.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. And both free throws good for Thomas. Warriors trail by 9. McCaw kicks to Iguodala. The Knicks pull it in. Now here's Burke. He's got 11. There's the screen. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Burke's got 13 points.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
I mean, I don't know whether to say it's amazing or sad, but you're down double digits and you still allow an uncontested layup. Where is the pride? Where is your heart?
The Warriors have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line. No good on the free throw. Good on the second free throw. The Knicks leading by 10. 1:22 left to play in the third. Vonleh dishes to Lee. He kicks to Burke. His three-pointers off the mark. Golden State's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Got that one up quick. 5 points in the game.
Oh, you had to close out hard on Iguodala. He's made himself a true threat from beyond the arc.
New York's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17.
And now a look at Sean Livingston. Some stats on him. His last 10 games, he's averaging 8 points, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And the numbers won't wow you, but I like the effort he brings to the table each and every night.
He hustles, does the little things, just a good complimentary guy who you need on your team.
And the first one at the line is good. He makes 1 of 2 that time. 2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
Nailed from three-point land.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Here's Azania. 6 points for him. Up off the screen and finish off by Hazonia.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time, and he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one. That's for sure.
You're right. They are precise in how they ran that play. Exceptional timing. That's all good stuff.
Second chance shot. Here's West. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. West has got 7.
Nice work to get in position for the rebound and the putback. He has no off switch.
There's the pick. Right wing. Here's Azania. It's good. The assist that time from Burke. Burke's got his 4th assist in this one.
Oh, terrific pass work. That shot's a lot easier after an assist like that.
And so it's the New York Knicks bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their defense has been active and effective. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And a moment ago inside the huddle with head coach Steve Kerr.
Right now it's when we go good shot, great shot, right? Right now is when we talk on every screen down here and switch and ice and all the stuff we do on point.
And that's Steve Kerr. This is what his teams do. They take away a lot of easy shots, easy baskets.
Yeah, you heard him. Ice the screens. Communicate. Give me everything you've got defensively.
3 quarters in the books, folks. Glad to have you with us. Welcome back as we get going. And on the floor for New York here in the 4th. Trey Burke is out there with Lee. Then it's Thomas. Then there's Vonleh. And it's Hezonja in at the 3. But they'll get another chance.
They are really crashing the offensive glass, and it's paying off for them.
The Knicks leading by 7. Lobbed up there for Thomas. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. McCaw misses. New York's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. And that one's good. Burke.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
Well, part of it's been their toughness, but their execution has been spotless. It's just outstanding teamwork in this final period.
Here's West. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And he knocks down the first one. And both free throws good for West. A little over a minute of the 4th quarter gone right now. And here is Burke. Out to the wing. Thomas passes to Burke. Here's Lee. That one falls coming off Burke's feet. Burke's got assist number 5 here tonight.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Pick by West. Now here's Livingston. Burke covering. Dishes it to Cousins. Just 5 on the clock. It's rebounded by Vonleh.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Yeah, he has that capacity. He knows exactly where to position himself to protect the rim.
Burke kicks to Vonleh. Here's Hezonja. And the rejection by Cousins.
And the defensive Cousins making his presence known with the quick leaping ability which he uses to block shots.
That's a tough size matchup there, and he takes advantage of it from mid-range.
New York calls timeout. And with the 4th quarter push coming up here, the coach going over the game plan and these players rehydrating themselves with Gatorade, recharging their bodies, refocusing their minds, and getting that strategy down to close out the game. And some changes here for the Warriors. Draymond Green, he's checked in for West. And Stephen Curry subbed in for Patrick McCaw. Cantor, he's checked in for New York. Porzingis comes in for Lance Thomas. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I had a chance to listen in on Jeff Hornacek's huddle with his players. He told his team to keep looking for those perimeter shots. He said their defense is not respecting us, so let's keep shooting until they come out on us, guys.
The shot by Curry, no good.
Hard to tell if he's just lacking energy in the second half, but it does not look like he's himself out there.
Burke kicks to Porzingis, passes it to Hezonja. Screen by Porzingis. And count it, and a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Kevin Durant, he's checked in for the Warriors. Thompson comes in for Sean Livingston.
One shot.
Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Thompson dishes to Curry. Over Burke. And the basket by Curry. Curry's got 9 points here in the second half.
I mean, what can we say about Steph's jumper that hadn't already been said?
Porzingis passes to Burke. New York moving it around. That's good from Cantor on the assist by Burke. Burke's got 6 assists now in the game. Outside Curry. 13 feet away. Another miss by Curry. The Knicks leading by 10. Burke with it to the inside. Trying to find Cantor. Gets it to him. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. Warriors on D. Lee kicks to Cantor.
Really like seeing Cousins compete on the defensive end. An imposing force whose size really can scare some shooters.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Good movement there. And the lead pass was right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and Steph Curry, you know, maybe not putting up the numbers he did from that impressive MVP campaign, but he is still one of the most feared players in the league on offense. And when he wants to, he can take over a game, and there's just nothing you can do about it.
Burke kicks to Porzingis. Now the pass to Cantor. Thompson against Lee. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7. And with Curry and his ability to put a team away in one quarter, Greg, it's absolutely incredible.
I mean, Curry just has that ability to end a game's competitiveness in a short span. What is amazing is he does so much and will often sit out the fourth quarter because of the lead he's helped to build.
Burke dishes to Cantor. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Green. Warriors trail by 7. Curry passes to Thompson. Shoots over Burke. Curry can't get it to go.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
The feed to Burke. To the wing on the left. And Porzingis, here we go. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Outside Green. Outside Curry. From past the arc. That one misses. Now the Knicks take it the other way. Lee outside. Porzingis kicks to Burke. And Cousins comes over to help. Here's Cantor. And Cantor throws it down.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
But it's surprising, Kev, to see so little urgency on the defensive side, especially with them losing this game right now.
Curry dishes to Cousins. Shoots over Cantor. Cousins, no good.
Well, you see the struggles he's having getting anything to go.
Yeah, but at the same time, you know if he can just break through this cold streak, he can give you what you need.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Green up on top. He's covered by Cantor. Another miss by Curry.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
Burke with it. Curry meets him. Out to Porzingis. Shot clock at 6. That's a basket. His 8th from the field, 8 of 14.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Cousins with a screen for Durant. Now here's Cousins, guarded closely. Now Lee. Kicks it to Cantor, 14 feet away, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. And the Knicks lead by 17. There's the dish to Green. Screen by Cousins. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far for the Knicks. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Hazanya. Ntilikina comes in for Lee. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Burke. Curry outside. Cousins on the follow.
Yeah, and that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Porzingis passes to Kanter. Over Cousins, and Enes Kanter again. Kanter's got 10 points in just the second half.
His touch has been terrific this quarter. Most of what he puts up is going down.
Screen by Cousins, and Thompson kicks to Durant. The three drops in the tray.
He's feeling it this half. Total turnaround after a rough first half.
The Knicks leading by 14. Screen by Porzingis. Kanter sets the pick for Porzingis. Pass to Ntilikina. Shot clock at 6. Here's Hardaway. No good off the front iron.
He gets the shot he was looking for, and he just can't bury it.
The offensive rebound. Green. That's tipped. Here's Ntilikina. Pass to Porzingis. New York moving the ball around. Over in the corner, Mudiay. His three-pointers off the mark.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Thompson misses. Knicks shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. Now here's Mudiay, guarded by Kerr. Now here's Mudiay, back to Kanter from about 16. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
I'll give him that shot again. He'll probably hit it. That's a good look.
Curry kicks to Thompson. And it's Thompson again missing.
He had plenty of space to square up and take that easy shot, but I don't understand why he faded away there.
Here's Hardaway. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot two.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Two shots.
The first one falls. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Warriors trail by 16. Curry dishes to Durant. He feeds it to Thompson. Screen by Cousins. Thompson passes to Cousins. Nice D from Porzingis. New York with the ball. Right side Hardaway. And it's going to be two free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And that one misses. Good on the second free throw. Warriors trail by 17. Curry kicks to Thompson. Inside, stolen by Cantor.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Knicks.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And so looking at their number, this will be win number 22 on the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for Porzingis.
The energy he played with tonight was amazing, and it paid off the most on the glass where he dominated the rebounding stats.
We've got 1:13 left in the fourth quarter. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Buries the long-range jumper. Hardaway has got 6 points in the quarter.
I tell you, Ntilikina has his head on a swivel, always looking to find the open teammate.
Here's Livingston. Porzingis with the block. Here's Hardaway. 2 points. That one goes.
And leaving nothing to chance here on this game-clinching run.
Yeah, that offense shifted into high gear. I love the attack mindset.
Now here's Livingston, defended by Moutier. And here's Livingston. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's West to stop the run. Looney with the bucket.
Look, high percentage looking tight. It's hard to miss that one.
26 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Screened by Porzingis. Off the pick. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Yeah, with this lead, that's probably going to do it. Fans heading for the exits.
Wow, this is just a huge road win. These guys banded together. Just an awesome performance.
Up again. It's good on the putback.
Oh, yeah, that's called getting the most of every opportunity. Iguodala scoring off the screen.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. KP, balanced offensive effort tonight. What did you like about how you played?
I think we played as a team. We shared the ball, and it was a team effort today. And everybody was involved. Everybody was playing good offensively, and that's why we were able to come up with a win.
Really looking good at both ends tonight, Kristaps. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David. Great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long.